We start things off in Korea's southeastern city of Pohang, shaken by an earthquake earlier today. The tremor and the aftershocks were strong enough to be felt all the way here in Seoul. We felt the earth move here as well. Our Lee Ji-won joins us on the line to give us the updates. Ji-won, what have we learned so far?
Daniel, it was a 5.4 magnitude quake that rocked the northern part of Pohang at around 2:30 this afternoon. People say the tremor was strong enough to make parts of buildings crack or fall off, and could even be felt in the capital Seoul, which is more than 300 kilometers away. While no serious injuries or deaths have been reported yet, as of 4 in the afternoon, 7 people have been lightly wounded, with over 40 people rescued. Nuclear power plants in Gyeongju and the surrounding areas are reported to be safe and unaffected by the earthquake. The Korea Meteorological Administration says there were smaller tremors of magnitudes of 2.2 and 2.6 just a few minutes before the main quake. Aftershocks ranging from magnitude 2.1 to 4.3 are still continuing, with the latest one occurring about an hour ago. This is the second strongest quake to have ever been recorded in Korea after a 5.8 magnitude earthquake hit Gyeongju south of Pohang last year. The Japan Meteorological Agency said that the tremor was felt in Japan's western regions of Fukuoka and Shimane prefectures, but it said there are no signs of a tsunami.
Well, we're relieved to learn that the damages were minimal and no one was hurt seriously. But what measures are being taken to prevent further damage from possible aftershocks, Ji-won? Tomorrow is, of course, a big day for high schoolers taking the college entrance exam, or 수능.
Well, Daniel, as Prime Minister Lee Na-kyun ordered earlier in the day, relevant ministries and the government are working to rescue residents and help the affected areas recover. And as for tomorrow's 수능, the Education Ministry said that the test will be carried out as scheduled, but that it will immediately notify every test venue across the country of measures to take if a quake occurs during the test. In the worst-case scenario, when the quake is strong and there is a substantial threat to safety, students will be evacuated immediately, and each test center will decide on follow-up measures depending on the situation. In any case, students whose tests have been stopped due to the quake will be granted an extension of the same amount of time. Back to you, Daniel.
But there's been a powerful, very strong earthquake, 5.4, very rare, has hit South Korea. Just gives me suspicion right then. So rare, never heard of. It has caused some damage. This is a very rare 5.4 magnitude earthquake hit South Korea in the southwestern part of the country this afternoon. It's the second most powerful earthquake on record to ever hit South Korea, which seldom experiences significant tremors. The quake felt across much of the country, including the capital of Seoul. South Korea struck the shallow depth of only 6 miles deep, 9 kilometers, very shallow. It was near the industrial city of Pohang, and which is the Korea, according to the Korea Meteorological Administration. Matter of fact, the U.S. Geological Survey said that it was a 5.4 earthquake at 9 kilometers deep. 7 people right now have been reported injured so far. There's still more reports yet to come in. Footage is coming in. There has been furniture. There's been violent shaking. There's been a lot of things happening in this quake, and it's still too early to tell. Shattered storefronts, things falling everywhere, buildings, facades coming up buildings. Just there's been quite a bit of damage. We're going to have to wait and see just how serious this thing ends up being. But right now we know this, powerful quake in South Korea affecting Seoul, South Korea, the second largest earthquake in the history of South Korea just happened. Are you serious? The earth is shaking and quaking. We're living in the last days. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.
Strange things going on. They had originally a 5.6 earthquake there in South Korea. It was probably about an hour ago, and all reports are very, very vague. The mainstream media is regurgitating all the other same, very little information. saying it was off the coast, but you can see here the earthquake was not off the coast. A lot of websites are showing it on land, and there's a lot of damage. It's probably just starting to become daylight there. Here you can see a hallway. All the ceiling tiles fell. Another image. Large cement slabs that have crushed the cars. And there was an aftershock. I believe this is probably their time. A magnitude 3.6, they're saying. So because of the lack of information, I decided to type in the word earthquake in Korean and look up on Twitter. And as I was doing this and then translating, suddenly my computer shut down all by itself. You see here, this one's translated. It talks about the nuclear power plant. Yeah, and it's, been translated. It says earthquake cause alarm detected. A cry one power plant equipment to a new cry of street 1 month check the results after the subsequent forensic analysis will be revealed. It says that any significant earthquake will not be regional, it will be felt nationwide. People evacuated into the streets from the city, the walls and fences of gold crumbling. More images of the damage to buildings. There has to be a lot of people hurt. Yeah, falling debris, collapsed walls, bricks popping out, reported. Residents in high-rise towers escaped from their apartments. Another comment here, a magnitude 5.5 earthquake in Tokyo at the time, told me that this was not nearly half of 9. We're going to be people who say safe nuclear power looks like the Richter scale, so the unit calculates a log. An earthquake of 5.5, so 2 of the 9 times greater than the roughly 3,300 times stronger, now weaker. Another image of the earthquake. You can see here the ground looks like it lifted up and cracked. Yeah, bricks falling or fell. An hour ago it says no casualties as of yet, but my knee hurts as I tried to find covers. Another Twitter post showing people running, and it looks like the side of the building collapsing. You can see the dust. Yeah. More images of the damage. You can see the crack in the wall and debris on the stairs. And here it says the magnitude 5.6 earthquake lasted 3 minutes. Here it says after the earthquake that Saturday, test resumed, suspended under your desk, and evacuated to the playground. And some more images of damaged vehicles. I thought it was really odd that my computer shut down when I was, looking into this. Yeah, it just turned itself off. It was really strange. Or someone turned it off for me. And the lack of information. I find that very odd too. They're saying no one was hurt. I find that very unlikely. Look at the damage. Yeah, why are they covering up the damage? Why are they covering up the people hurt? Why are they not reporting the aftershocks, etc.? Put your thoughts and comments down below. Bookmark my site. I'll keep you up to date. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.